Many thanks for staying with us and welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. It's time now to review headlines from today's newspapers. Aaron, what have you got for us?
All right, let's start it off from this day. We took this particular headline when we were speaking with Honorable Patrick Obayagbon, Bishop Kukah, stating people have understood they were lied to in the 2015 polls. Of course.
Very strong statement.
Yes, very, very strong statement, and also quite instructive as we head towards the polls in 2023, as he says that particularly 2023 presidential candidates, they need to listen to the young people, understand their frustrations, and align their agenda towards assuaging their grievances. So, once again, Bishop Kukah almost recognizing where the power of the electorate is. It's with the young people. And this probably is this is probably the reason why some of the candidates are they are a little bit uneasy with the whole obedient movement. Because like Honorable Obayagbon mentioned, those who were part of the whole hashtag EndSARS movement seem to have just metamorphosed into being obedient. And it's quite scary.
That's a way of putting it. That's a very apt way of putting it, Aaron, as a matter of fact.
So it's quite scary. Okay, just above the masthead, it says, PDP's National Caucus, NEC meets to rectify Atiku's campaign cancel. Okay, some of the writers say Tambawal, Saraki are leading candidates for DG. Adoke, are you interested in self-preservation than party's victory? The internal rankings between the members of the People's Democratic Party, Nigeria's main opposition party, still lingers.
And hopefully this is something that can be resolved in, like we mentioned earlier, in record time, because there is each moment where this carries on, the internal wranglings, the debates, the back and forths. It just leaves, it creates more and more question marks. Right?
Yes, it does.
And that's not a good place to be.
No.
So
it's really sad, but because I was hoping for a stiffer contest, because what that would mean is that we'll get better governance. Because if it's almost like a slapdog for any of the candidates, the pressure to deliver will not be high. But if the contest is stiff, you literally have to pay an arm and a leg to secure that particular seat, thanks to your wit, the ability to be able to reach people, your campaign promises, your agendas.
Persuasive power. So many things come to play in here. But of course, we're just hoping, like you said earlier, this hope is within a very, very short period of
very short
time frame. So.
But another thing in politics in Nigeria, politics
anything can happen.
One day is enough for things to turn around.
Make a difference.
Okay, now let's focus on Saturday's Sun. And the headline reads, PDP APC crisis shifts to neck. The writer, Wike Ayu feud gets messier. Adabu threats over possible replacements. And APC pressures former presidential aspirant to endorse Tinubu. Clearly all's nowhere with the APC too. As we get
this is the two rocky ships here. This is not a very good situation.
But some are saying that it's part of the nascent democracy we are witnessing, the evolution, the metamorphosis of our democracy getting more grounded, stronger, and more rooted deepwards into the ground.
Well, in a true sense of what politics is, one would understand that these are happening because of that.
Yeah.
But do we need teething problems at this point? Is a question, especially when we're looking at the opposition. We could possibly say maybe the party in power, maybe, yes.
Yeah.
But the opposition should have put their house in order by now.
But that's not the case. That's not the case.
Well.
All right. And of course, still on the Saturday Sword, just beside the name of the paper, by the right, top right corner, it says, UN order, FG silence on Kanu worries IPOB lawyers. We are exploring our options. That's what the lawyer of Kanu is saying. Terrorism charge. We are ready for Kanu's defense. Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Now moving on to Saturday's Punch. The headline is taking a different direction. It says terrorism. Over 615 schools shut in Kaduna, Zamfara, and others. 11,536 schools closed. 5.3 million out of school in 2021. This is quoting the stats from UNICEF. While it says Zamfara Teachers Union say terrorists now reside in schools. Union demands safety assurance. Police asks proprietors to reopen schools.
Now, of course, Aaron, but you just right at the back, the conversation we just had with our two previous guests, this is very alarming and distressing information to have.
Million. That's a lot.
That's unjustifiable in so many ways. I don't know what to say. It's just new numbers, and the reality keeps getting more grim if you look at it. This is not, we're not hearing this for the first time. We have to go back and think about that.
True.
This is an existing situation, a status quo that continues to extend.
And keeps deteriorating.
Not for the better, of course.
Okay. Now the Guardian says, kudos, doubts over military onslaught on terrorists. Now question marks have been asked about how far and what are the grounds that the military has actually made in counter-terrorism. The Guardian seems to have an answer to that on the page 2. While the Saturday Vanguard, back to the PDP crisis, it says PDP peace talks collapse. Wike, Makinde, autumn meet again in London. Now, meeting with Tinubu on the cards, they say.
Another scheduled meeting for London.
All right. The Nation newspaper says, Atiku Wike face off. PDP NEC decides IU's fate. But on the right-hand corner there, you can actually see this has been making the rounds for a while. Rapper Ice Prince arraigned for alleged assault and abduction.
What do you know about that?
We hear that he actually was driving away of the night with a car that didn't have a license plate number. And the police stopped him, and he assaulted one of the police officers. That's the much I know.
Assaulted is the word.
That's what David Undeyin, that's what he said, talking about the police PRO, so that they have videos, but they were not to release them. But he assaulted, talking about Ice Prince Samani.
Right, but of course we don't have his word on this yet.
But clearly it's a police matter and it will be taken to court, and certainly we've not heard the last of this. We've not heard the last of this.
Then.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the morning show today. I want to say thank you for watching. I am Aaron Akerijola.
And I am Abby Olawi. From our entire team here in Lagos, Nigeria, enjoy the rest of your morning and, of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye.